How about no tax on tips? How about no tax on overtime? How about no Social Security? How about all those things? These are the kind of thoughts that will change America. I know what his goal is. No tax for anybody who makes less than $150,000 a year. That's his goal.
So, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick has unveiled a striking economic proposal: eliminate federal income taxes for Americans earning less than $150,000 a year. Touted as a lifeline for the middle and working classes, roughly 93% of U.S. earners, this plan promises to put more money in pockets, spark consumer spending, and shift the tax burden onto foreign entities via tariffs and anti-evasion crackdowns. It's a classic Trumpian pitch, big, brash, and divisive. But as the details trickle out, the question looms: can it work? Picture the Smiths, a hypothetical Ohio couple with 2 kids. John, a teacher, earns $80,000. Sarah, a nurse, brings in $40. Today, after deductions and credits, they owe about $12,000 in federal income tax. Under Trump's plan, that bill drops to zero, freeing up $12,000 for groceries, a car payment, or a family vacation. Multiply that by millions of households, and you've got a potential economic jolt, especially for the 93% of Americans under the $150,000 threshold. Proponents say this could turbocharge retail, housing, and small businesses, echoing the consumer-driven optimism of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. But here's the rub: the federal government could lose $400 to $500 billion annually, based on IRS figures showing taxpayers under $200,000 paid 40% of income tax revenue in 2020. Trump's fix? Slap 10 to 20% tariffs on $3 trillion in imports, potentially netting $200 to $300 billion, and claw back $50 billion by targeting U.S. firms hiding profits in places like Ireland. There's even talk of $5 million gold card visas, though that's a drop in the bucket, maybe $5 billion if 1,000 takers sign up. Add it up, and you're still $100 to $200 billion short, assuming everything goes perfectly. Critics, recalling the $1 to $2 trillion debt spike from the 2017 cuts, warn of ballooning deficits without deep spending slashes, something Congress rarely stomachs. The upside is real. Families like the Smiths could feel immediate relief, and businesses might ride a wave of increased demand. But there's a flip side. If tax rates jump sharply above $150,000, workers might hesitate to chase raises or promotions, potentially stunting productivity. The tax prep industry, too, could take a hit as lower earners ditch HR block for good. And globally, hefty tariffs risk retaliation. Think higher prices for your next iPhone or Toyota. Equity's another sticking point. The top 10% already pay 74% of income taxes. This shift could amplify cries of unfairness from high earners. Meanwhile, defining income and policing compliance could overwhelm an already creaky IRS. Lutnick's vision hinges on execution. Tariffs must stick, tax cheats must pay, and trade wars mustn't backfire. That's a lot of ifs. So, is this a game changer or a pipe dream? In the short term, it's a win. Millions could see fatter paychecks by 2026. Long term, though, the math's shaky. A phased rollout, say, zero tax up to $75,000, then tapered relief to $150,000, might ease the strain, letting lawmakers test the tariff gambit. Indexing the cap to inflation would keep it relevant, and pairing it with spending cuts could seal the deal. Without those tweaks, it's a sugar rush with a bitter aftertaste. As of now, no tax for under $150,000 is a bold sketch, not a blueprint. For the Smiths, it's a tantalizing $12,000 lifeline. For Washington, it's a high-stakes bet on unproven revenue streams. Legislative wrangling and economic reality will decide its fate, but one thing's clear: Trump's still swinging for the fences.